Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's One Funny Morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our school
murder
time.
in New Jersey.
he was a lot
Like what is?
with his everything.
Oh,
What's outside your puerta de clima?
that's Stellan! Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Kim, and this is
Dirk.
he's my son. We are in Biloxi, Mississippi on vacation together, and just wanted to let Dina know, don't lose hope. Your sons, they like to hang out with you, and I'm so grateful that he likes hanging out with me. So sometimes, what do you mean sometimes? Take it away, Dina.
Oh, so adorable. I needed that since I didn't even talk to Dean yesterday. Good morning, good morning. I got the heat pumping. Does anybody else just have like a heater, a personal heater that they just walk around their house with? I have to I know, Cassie, I got here before 8:40. I don't know when my prize comes, but I'll be waiting for the flowers that will arrive. Wouldn't it be great? Like randomly, people were like, "You showed up on time for work all this week. We got you flowers." And you'd be like, "What? Okay." Like, how come nobody just celebrates you doing what you're supposed to? That'd be amazing. I know Kim looked great. I love that she gets to hang out with her son. I love that he said, he was like, sometimes, right at the end, where she was like, no, your son will always hang out with you. And he was like, sometimes. My dad does. He's always cold. When I work in the basement, I'm under a heated blanket. I think that's awesome. Everyone should be under a blanket. Maybe that would get my staff to work on time. You may be onto something. Listen, people love flowers, chocolate, candy, days off. People are panicking, Carol said. There's snow headed their way in North Carolina, and it's mayhem. I live in a granny sweater. Thank you for saying that. I just want to wrap myself in a blanket. Like when I stand in front of my closet, which by the way only has short sleeve shirts, just so you know, I'm still wearing the same 4 shirts. I really thought that when I unpacked my clothes, there would be a plethora of other long sleeve shirts that I had to choose from. And then I moved my clothes here and they're all just still short sleeve shirts. I don't think I have a very good winter wardrobe. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're positive you don't have a winter wardrobe. And I went online. I was like, I'm going to just look up the 4 shirts that I have and just get them in different colors. That's what I'm going to do. And then I can't find them. I mean, it's not a new shirt, Kyle. It's just the shirt I've been wearing in rotation. So I don't know. It's like Aeropostale or something. I like it. But I tried to find the number on the tag. And then I went on the line and it's not showing as like a number. Hey there.
They got to kill some power.
Oh.
And they got to test it so they don't know which one's which.
Okay. Well, I'm fine. Oh, okay. I didn't charge my computer, but we'll go for as long as we can.
Plug it in.
Oh, I'm plugged in now.
What about your...
The light can go out. It's fine.
What about internet? Just maybe if you have your phone ready.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just switch.
Okay. So I mean, they may not even hit you if they get to it.
Oh, they're going to hit me.
Before they're not gonna hit you. I promise. All right. So.
All right.
I'll tell them it's okay to go.
We're going to go down. We're about to go down. So the electricians are here. There's a little bit of a situation. Of course. So if this goes down, I'll call you back. Call you back. But you won't even see me do this because it'll just go off. What about internet? I'm like, oh. I'm like, this will still work. Yeah. No, my summer wardrobe is on point. No, my hair's not permed. I've been trying to do curly girl winter to see what it looks like. It's similar to curly girl summer. Curly girl summer is about 3 times the size of it. Mm-hmm. I know, Carol. I saw it. It was very. So, I don't know about all of you, but let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this. What is the one room in your house that, if you were starting over, I need this room to be done? The rest of the house could look like shambles. But give me your top 2 rooms. The rest of no. Okay, just one. Because you're going to run out of money. What's the one room that has to be done in order for you to be fine like that? What's the room? Is it the kitchen? Is it your bathroom? Is it your bedroom? Is it your office? Is it a sunroom? Like, what is it? Bedroom, kitchen. My kitchen or my bedroom, my kitchen, my bathroom, my kitchen, my bathroom, my bedroom. My top is the kitchen. Living room, said Jill, coming out from nowhere. My guitar room. All right, Ed. Kitchen, living room, 3rd office bedroom, number 1 room, kitchen. Yeah. So I know, kitchen and bathroom, hard to choose. Yeah. So, you all know when I moved in here, I had like straight COVID. So I was just like, and I don't know if you have this brain, but like I'll walk into the room. I've already redecorated it. I've ripped walls down. I've already painted it. And right. So my brain won't stop, but I have COVID. I can't breathe. I don't know what I think. I can't even take a drink of soda. I don't know, but my brain. So the first thing I did was the bathroom. He had, I don't want to sound negative. It's nice. But the shower head had broken off. And the shower head was just a pipe. And did you ever see a fire hydrant when the thing comes off the side? Shower in that. So when the shower came down, you would get you got like a red mark right here where you were pounded with water. I'm like, this part is definitely clean. And then you're just randomly trying to put other parts on it. I was like, I can't. Anyway. I can get a hot plate. I'll sleep in the tub. Yeah, bathroom for me is a big one. So I was like, plumbers, fix this. And I got a new shower curtain, and that's a whole story. I'm getting close to making these videos, I swear. Okay. Now we're on the bedroom. In the bedroom, you'll see. I took a lot of pictures. But right now, there were these built-ins that you'll see that came out. And when you took the built-ins out, it's this 120-year-old house. So electric is running along the outside on the baseboards, which is a no-no. So they have to go upstairs today, get all that out so that the painter can come and it's jingling light switches. Yeah, no, you saw him. He's back there. And then there's another room that needs to be insulated. I thought that came with every house. But the insulator won't come unless the knob and tube is taken out of that particular room. So this house is knob and tube. And I was just saying to the electrician, like in New Jersey, if you say knob and tube, they're like, you better get out. You're going to die. I don't know if everybody knows this term, knob and tube. Yeah. I don't know. Does everybody know what that is? There's like electric wiring that is to code, but old houses like this is Philadelphia. So some of these houses, 120 years old, some are even older, and they won't blow insulation into the walls if there's knob and tube in those walls. So yeah, in New Jersey, they're like, you can't live here. But in Pennsylvania, there's so many houses, so many houses that have it. Knob and tube sounds dirty. You know, now that you say it, girl, you got the knob, you got the tube. No clue what you're talking about. So knob and tube, actually, Jake was just explaining it. He was like, the wires are not grounded in the same way that like every piece of electric that you have in your house right now is grounded if it's up to code. But knob and tube is not grounded. He said in regular electric, you have a red wire, a green wire. I'm simplifying this and some other thing. And they're all together in one tube that has a sheath around it. He's like, knob and tube, it's just everybody has their own wire. It's not. Yeah. How are your knobs? Anyway. So there's certain things that need to be done in a certain order. So I know, Diane, you know I'm a GC. I point to stuff and I go fix that. So this guy can come in and do that. And he's going to come back and he's going to do that. Like that. Yeah. A virtual day for this teacher. My second job at Amazon was closed last night too. Sarah, where are you? The sheath just added to the dirtiness. You got a sheath on that too? Probably not. Thank you, Melinda. And your dad was one of my favorites. Melissa's dad worked on the Shore House and made it beautiful. Yeah. I did not see the interview last night on Fallon. I'll have to go back. I was asleep. Oklahoma City. Oh my gosh. Is everything just shutting down? You're getting an education on old homes. I've lived in a 108-year-old home. It's beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't, my house down the shore is 100 years old. It does have some knob and tube, so that's why I'm familiar. But my other houses weren't that old. But this is, majority of this house is knob and tube. Was Jason ready for all these changes? What do you think, Tammy? Sometimes he just stands there and just watches things get ripped out of his house. He goes, oh, where's that going? Is that not? Okay, we're done with that. Cool. Have you seen my cups? I'm like, those are gone. Here's what I know. After COVID, diarrhea all over his house, Colby dying in his living room, me tearing apart his house. He loves me. Listen, I just, you know what I mean? Like, I have made your life 10 times harder. Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
The fix is not as easy as it sounds. Took out the guest room and a couple of sconces. Otherwise not the scones.
Like forever?
No, they have to. I mean, if they're going to fix one, they got to redo it all.
Why?
Because it's in the same knob and tube line. So if you want to get rid of that back room knob and tube, you got to fix all the other stuff. Yeah.
So which ones?
The guest room.
Dean.
Some stuff on the third floor.
You mean Dean's room?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't use it.
Well, there's nothing in there.
Well, you don't want to have power back there ever again.
No.
I mean,
and something on the third floor?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I hope it's the one in the hallway because that had to get fixed anyway.
The scone on the back landing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's quite a few. We'll probably want to talk to him before they make a call on that.
Well, what do you want me to tell him?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if there's another alternative than insulation back there, but I mean, that seems like a lot. I mean, it's like the entire back of the house, like redoing, like, you know, let alone all the other stuff.
I don't understand.
Yeah. When you kill that knob and tube, you kill all the knob and tube, so it all has to be replaced with new stuff because it's all in the same knob and tube situation. Does that make sense?
I mean, I guess I'm still learning knob and tube.
Yeah.
Just, I need to know how many things we're talking about and how much that costs.
Right. That's the key question.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks. We can't hear you. Can you ask him to talk a little louder? Yeah. The other option is just don't have insulation. That's so stupid. He is, Lorene. The bigger, but he seems like he would be, yeah. Yeah, you see? He's just like, yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to just, rewire the whole back of the house. I know, Anna, but that's the problem. And I said to the insulation guy, I'll go, okay, but what, like, if I do that, then you can do it. He's like, yes. And I said, and if I can't get rid of the knob and tube, he's like, yeah, I can't come. I was like, well, then how do I get that room to be warm? He goes, it just won't be. Oh. Okay. The other option is a lot of sweatshirts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know, Melinda. And this isn't even the kitchen. I'm gonna just shove this in my mouth. Yeah. And the way the room is, all three walls, it's literally, so like the house is like a U. And this is the top of the U on this side. So all three walls are exterior. So it's just cold. There are two heaters in that room. A radiator. I have to think about it. What is a radiator? It makes radiant heat, so it's a radiator. There's a big tall one and a low one. But if there's no insulation, I bet it's actually warmer outside near that part of the house. Maybe I should do the laundry on the outside of the house. Thank you, Molyneux. Uh-huh. I have to, Claire. I have to practice. I don't know. And then you get to the point where you're like, do I do that? Or do I save money? Because this is also a problem and I need this fixed first. This company won't do foam. So anyway, fair for another day or for an hour from now. I have to make the decision. Shikendra, but Meredith was asking, how's your second knee feeling?
Okay, so I just wanted to add. So the best option to go about this is we're going to focus on the original stuff today still. When do you guys plan on getting the insulation done?
Wednesday.
So,
Tell me.
Okay, so there's two options. Well, really only one option.
Well, this should be fun. One option. Here we go.
If we get rid of that knob.
Yes. So there's no way for us to kill that knob and tube and rewire that today, the upstairs, because that's on with this knob and tube. back bedroom.
The back bedroom.
Or that.
Yeah, that bedroom is with the mudroom.
Yes.
This is not. But this is fine.
Right. Yeah. So everything that is still on now is good to go.
And you think the only thing that's off is the back bedroom?
The back bedroom, the 2 sconces in here, and then the 1 sconce in that little hallway. This one's right here. The 2
So what if you just turn them off?
Well, the back bedroom.
What's in the back? There's only one outlet in the back bedroom.
Yeah, we want to have electricity in the back bedroom.
Okay, but is it?
Well, so we do plan to rewire it. We just won't have time to do it today. Next week, we'll have time to do it.
Okay.
So what my dad suggested was, and if you don't, it's until the view is to push back the insulation a little bit, so we could so that way we could leave this circuit on, and we'll rewire all this, but leave it on, so that way the power is still up here, and then next week we'll have time to come back and actually rewire that, and then we can kill it all completely.
And how much more will it be because you're going to rewire the 1 outlet in the back bedroom, the sconce right here, and 2 sconces in there.
And ceiling fan.
It's not clear if these sconces are or not, because they were not.
Oh yeah, I don't think they.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if this line above, it's probably not, right? It came all the way through there.
Potentially, yeah.
We should put it in line alternates.
Of course.
All right, so I guess just let me know what you're thinking, how much it'll be for this extra thing, which is this.
Mike's writing it up right now.
Okay, perfect. And then is he also writing up this room, or I don't think he gave me a number for whatever you need to do there.
I guess he's gonna give you a number. Let me get a number for you on
Okay.
that room, and then we'll go from there.
And so by end of day today, you're gonna do everything that you need to do for that back room. Well, if that's ready, you don't want me to?
Hold off on that.
No, he said he's gonna do it.
We're gonna do that. Just leave the knob 2 on, the circuit on, so that way that still has power. But since there's no insulation in there, it's okay that it's that's not going to use it. It's just as it is now. So when we came back, we would rewire that and then kill it completely.
So you don't think you can come back before Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't. Yeah.
Just find out. If I need to move him back, I can, but he's set for Wednesday. If you can come up early next week to finish, but then also get those numbers and whatever and let me know.
Yeah.
You just saw
me.
I did leave you on your own. I know. Yeah. Wait, don't tell her what. Yeah, no, you guys can hear that. It was just a conversation. You can eavesdrop. Listen. Yeah. So, yeah, Margaret, it's going to be beautiful when it's done. Listen, renovations always end up being more than you think they're going to be. And I think a big part of renovating is really thinking, figuring out like, how long are you planning on staying in a house? Is this your forever home? Do I need this? When can, yeah. So for Jason was taking fire hydrants and freezing it. Yes. No, Jill, there's no AC. There's like units that they put in the windows and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. No, I guess I'm ready for the wedding. Actually, the 5, I got to go home today and I have a closet that has like all my dresses in it and stuff. And none of those are here. So I got to go home today and meet with somebody. Remember when my bed went through the floor? Oh my gosh, you're going to crack up. I'm so inappropriate. So I have to get so everything is almost gone in the house. And I have to, now the hole in the floor is obvious. You can't put a basket over it and rent your house. So I got the number of recommendation for this hardwood floor company. I'm talking to the guy. I think his name's Chris. And he's like, tell me, what's going on. And I said, I need you to come fix. I said it went through the hardwood floor and then the subfloor, which is a problem. That's why it's going to be so stupid expensive. And he was like, all right, I'll come down Friday, whatever. And we're talking. He's like, so how did it happen? I said, a bed went through the floor. I said, the post was like big before, like I don't know, 2x2, 3x3. It was like a wide piece of wood. And I replaced it with an iron post bed. So the surface area on it was like tiny. And then the bed went through the floor. And then there was just like this quiet silence. And I was like, and it wasn't for like any good reason. Like, it's just my daughter and I on the bed. Like, it wasn't like, oh, that was so crazy. Like it just, and I said that out loud to somebody that I don't know. And have never spoken to before in my life, but felt compelled to, just so you know. Why would I? Yeah, Patty, why would I give details? Why would I give extra information on how? He didn't say, how did this happen? Tell me, what were you wearing? He didn't ask any of that, but I felt compelled, and just so you know. And then he giggled a little, and I said, yeah, I probably shouldn't have told you that part, but I just wanted you to know. Why did I want him to know? So I'll meet him later today. So that'll be fun. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Leave him guessing. Mm-hmm. I know. So it was the whole thing. So don't try and clarify what you meant to. Listen, the other day what I meant on the phone was I had just got this new nightgown. Just Victoria's Secrets had a sale. I had a new bra on. Blah, 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 blah. Like, why would I say that? Why would I do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No, the whole bed went through because the bedpost, went down into the subfloor it was a high bed too. So when we fell, I was sliding off the bed. Brooke was standing up, and I was like holding on for dear life. And it was literally like the worst time. Like everything was falling apart. I'm not sure if that was before or after I lived in the shed. Remember, my air conditioner broke. I was just like, this is too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a black eye while mountain biking last summer. Someone said, ow, how did that happen? And my immediate response was, he didn't hit me. Why did I say that? It's just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I should have, Brenda. Much better story. Mm-hmm. I'm good. Anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Remember when the fan blade flew off and hit the mirror? It was too much. Yeah, they don't care. Stop it. Exactly. So, Jason's lived here, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years. Yeah, and none of this stuff bothered him. But, we had always said that if we were going to move in together, we would have bought what I'll call a third-party house. He would not have moved into mine. I would not have moved into his. We would have bought something and moved in together. That would have been in a perfect world. But girl, that's not how it went down. And it all happened real fast. And so we talk about it a lot, and it was all, there's been a lot of changes. And I think that, that I was like, listen, I need to feel like some part of me is here, that some part is, feels like this is what I would like to bring to the table. So, I think it's interesting melding families and the things you think about, and with kids, and all the things. And so we have learned to talk a lot and just be like, this is how I'm feeling. There might be a lot of crying. I'm not going to say if it's me or Jason. I'm going to just leave it up to you guys to figure out who's doing the crying. It could be either of us. I mean, nobody would know. So, who knows? Just going to put it out there. And you guys know that best neighbor Chris is moving at the same time as me. And we both have the same out day. It's January 15th. And it's just so funny because I'm like crying all the time, but Jason sometimes cries too. I mean, I don't want to say who it is, but like I keep checking in on Chris. I'm like, how are you doing? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, you were probably really upset. She's like, no, I'm good. I go, it's gonna hit you. And yet you want a hug? She's like, no, I'm fine. I got to go pick up some more. I keep projecting my feelings onto her. I'm like, but you raised your kids here. I mean, she's like, yeah, no, they all came, took their stuff. I'm like, why are we having such a different experience? Yeah, Carol, I'm not good at pretending I don't have feelings. If I have them, they're written on my forehead. They're written in my eyes, and you will know them. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let me show you something. It looks real weird. Brooke made these. She made chocolate-covered pomegranate last night. It looks weird. Probably Katie. I took down all the wallpaper and redid the kitchen when I moved into our Mickleton house. Yeah, that sounds about right. When I did real estate, I found it very emotional for people on both sides. Yeah. So in other words, we want to play poker with you. I'd be like, go ahead, go. Go ahead. Other times I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out. I mean, I'll stay, but I don't really have anything. Yeah, no, I'm not. I should never play poker. Although, I'm going to tell you, this is a fun thing. I used to play poker down in Atlantic City. They had these tournaments. So it's a little different where you can just pay $50 and you're in the tournament. So you're not really like overspending by a lot of money, like get your little pot. But there were not a lot of women. Men are so funny because I don't have a poker face, but I mean, I guess I can try. But all you have to really do, here's me playing poker. I'm like this. I'm like, our jack's good. And that's all you have to do. I was like, I'm like, are 3 aces good? I'm like, just be like this. Just twirl your hair a little bit. It's like, I don't look just like that. And I was like stacked. I had like a royal straight flush or something. I was like, should I stay with these 2 cards? Stay stuff like that. And then everybody stays in, and then girl, you take their money. I was only kidding. I have these. My baby boy sold my house Happened at a gas station because I had to enter my zip code. It caught me off guard. Yeah. I take my 94-year-old mom to play every Saturday. She loves it, and the poker room loves her. They even call Mama. I'm not good with my poker face. I'm like a dog. I start wagging my tail when I have a good hand. I'm like, go ahead. Renee, men are, it just, I think it's because they don't have like a lot of women playing poker that A, they think we're stupid, B, they think we can't really play. So, and then I'd go all in on absolutely nothing. But I was playing so wild. I was just, and I made it to like the last two tables. There was like 100 people in it. And then I got bored. And then half the time I was just going all in because I was like, you got nobody to talk to here. Nobody's laughing. Like I was so bored. I just started going on. I was like, yeah, all in. And they were like, I don't play dumb. I am dumb when it comes to those types of card games. My husband can count cards. My brain can only keep track of the rules. Yeah. Yeah, no, I just can't. I can't. And everybody was like, oh my God, you're so good at this. I'm like, I don't care. Exactly, Katie. My mother-in-law was the best card player. She could count cards. We used to get kicked off the table because of her. Heather, it's almost to its full. Look, there's about this much, and this is the highlight that's left. But you can see, like, I don't know if you can see the back of my hair, but the back of my hair is this is all the way grown out. But we put highlights in the front. But yeah, it's gonna be all this like gold or blonde will be gone soon. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to see. And then if I go this way, it's even more silver. I think eventually I may go that way because look at this. This streak right here is the craziest. Just this that comes down. And then there's a couple up here. It's very funny. It's very weird to see me. I don't know. I would never go back. I get you're not supposed to ever say never, but why is the back of our heads always salt and pepper? You know what's so funny is the hairdresser said that. She said almost everybody will have more gray here than they will in like the back of their head. I think to me the funny thing right now, because I can't see myself. Like I don't walk around with mirrors all the time. I'm here, I can see myself. But I think I notice it more when I see old pictures of myself or old videos of myself. And my hair is so dark. And I'm like, gosh, it's only been a year. But that girl, that look, you know, it just seems like, I don't know. I'm like, gosh, I'm like 25 there, you know? So it's coming along, but I have to say, like, I really hated the process of having to wait for this to grow in. But in a lot of ways, I think it's good that it takes a long time, because I think that your brain and whatever biases you have yourself about what you should look like or what society thinks you should look like, or what does this color mean, or, you know, do I all of a sudden feel more tired now? I don't know. I do actually. Yeah. Are they natural waves? Yeah, for the most part. They're a little curlier in the summer with the humidity. But yeah, it is, Kate, right? So we'll see. It is really nice when I see other people out. Like I'm the first now to compliment somebody on their silver. Like if I see somebody and their hair is just so pure, I'm like, I love your hair. I'm like, I'm still growing mine out, you know? But I think the more that you see people, I used to think I was primary gray in the front, and then I saw a picture from behind on the dumb bus trip. I was trying to figure out who the other silver sister was, and it was me. It's so funny. My grandmom told me gray comes in like an old dog. It starts in your mustache and spreads from there. I'm a lady. I don't have a mustache. When does that come in? Oh, girl, you gonna get. I've had my mustache a long time. Italian. So yeah, I think it's interesting. I'm white in the front now. Yeah. It is flipped. I was just, I don't know, like I've always flipped to the right, so it's weird to me, but it actually I think looks better flipped to the left color-wise. So I gotta figure it out. So, you know. I'm only 45. You know what's so funny is that you are starting to see more and more people that have silver hair and they're in their 30s. Like we all have this misconception that, you know, I mean, I am in my 50s, so this is on course for me. But there's probably some women in their 20s. Just see more women are going silver. I'm happy I did this, and it should be about 2 months now until all the gray will be out. Yeah. I stopped the car and told Lily how beautiful her hair was. She was startled at first, but she just beamed after it. Uh-huh. I know, Lorene. The back of my hair is so dark. And if it's funny because you can't tell now because it's curly, but if my hair is straight and it's parted in the middle, you can barely see any silver. It's literally all along the sides. It's really weird. Mm-hmm. Oh, today is Hoda's last day on the Today Show. Oh, that's nice. She's a good one. Mm-hmm. Kathy, do it. I bet it'll be beautiful. So anyway. Thanks, Tracy. I'm getting used to it. Gotta still figure it out. It's kind of doing its own thing. I have a son who was great at 20 and he shaves it bald now. Oh. Who thinks that the salt and pepper look on a man is the most fantastic thing in the world? Is it just me? What is it? What is it? So expensive, Jen. All right, good for you. I can't wait to see it. You'll have to send me a before and after. I've been silver in my temple since my 20s. Have you really, Shakendra? Wow. So, Cheryl, girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only Anne's like, I wish mine would come in faster. I'm 65 and only a few grays. Yeah. Men with long gray hair? I wonder. I don't know that I've ever seen. Diane, I didn't know that. She said, hanging out to my midlife crisis job to groom dogs. I left financial planning and couldn't be happier. Have a great weekend, all. Oh, yeah. Oh. Bob said, guys don't care about their hair that much. We care more about you guys. I love salt and pepper on everyone. My red hair is just turning more and more white. I was sitting behind my friend in 7th grade. I saw white hair on her head. At 67, she's now a blonde. Wow. I quit dyeing my grays. I can't afford it. Well, that was the thing. I was like, I got to save this money for the electrical work I have to do. Oh. 72, barely had any gray. That's Diane. Oh, you're right. Jim Wagner's got the long silver. My boyfriend is all white and I love it. It's just beautiful. Sam Elliott, girl. And that voice, Sam Elliott, girl. Been gray since 27. Tired of calling it, but mine grows in from the top. I look like a skunk. If I were to look salt and pepper, I'd let it grow out. Yours looks great. But mine isn't, Colleen. Mine is a little bit of a skunk. Like I'm saying, like this piece it's a lot. And this piece right here, like when it first comes in, I think it's scary when it first comes in. Like I just kept saying to the hairdresser, I was like, what's it going to look like? She's like, I have no idea. And then, 2 more months would go by. I was like, all right, so you can tell what it's going to look like. She goes, I can't tell what it's going to look like. I need you to let it grow out. It was like, I don't know. It's hard to say when you kind of like know. I guess it was probably around 8 months where I was like, okay, I get it now. I get the pattern. Like it's a lot here, these here. But it's almost like you got to like trust that process. But I will say, even though these highlights are probably taking the longest amount of time to grow out, these blondes, it by far is the only reason I did the process, because without the highlights, I would have just had a shelf in my hair and I just couldn't do it. Yeah, that's why I quit coloring, because 1 week later I look like something. Yeah. Laser Trish asked where I get my color done. It's God's work, I tell them. My boyfriend's beard was gray, but not his hair. I love the color of his beard, yeah. Oh my gosh. Think of the money. Barb's been coloring her hair for 40 years. Oh my gosh. Girl, you could have had a short house. Why did I do it? I know. What's wrong with box dye? $10. I can't do it. I can barely wash my hair right. I'm not, Yeah, Sarah, it's the only way to do it is these highlights. I'm in the mental pause. Yeah. Yeah, I did the highlights too to start. When you have darker hair, it's the only way to go. Yeah. I know my sister, she does her own hair and she swears by it. I think it's whatever you're used to, whatever you're comfortable with. I was still kind of doing some work at the time. So like I couldn't show up to like a corporate gig with like half my hair one color. Just, so. I had a hairdresser tell me a long time ago that gray hair is dead hair. I don't know. I've seen some amazing dead hair then. I'm not ready, but I think I am. Yours looks great. Yeah, I'm liking it. Just still coloring my hair. I just can't let it go, said Sharon. I don't know. I think that there's something to be said for the uniqueness of how it grows in. I mean, I think that was the one thing that my hairdresser kept saying. She's like, Dina, people have so many questions when they think about going silver. Like, what's it going to look like? What is this? What is this? Is it going to be coarse? Is it going to be easy to work with? So many questions. And she's like, and the answer is you won't know until you do it. That's it. And I will say that it's definitely like, but I don't think it looks as coarse when it's curly. If I just blow dry my hair, I have like a straightener that I use, and I'm going to show you the products that I use that help to take that, with white hair. I wouldn't say mine's coarse, but it frays. And there are some products that I've been using that even when my hair is straight, it just looks smooth and doesn't look dead. I think part of it is that, besides wearing your hair silver, I think that there's definitely products that help it to keep it white. I started with ones like shampoo and conditioner. I actually bought a couple shampoos and conditioners to try, but I found this one and I loved it so much. And I think that my silver looks silver. Like I think sometimes people think this is just like, you know how some silver turns like yellow? I'm like, no, this is a highlight. So I think that there's something about learning how to do it. And especially if you want to have straight hair, with silver, I think that's even harder to do. Like this is really easy for me because it's just kind of what my hair does anyway. So yeah, Crystal, and it's the same line. I should really talk to them and be like, listen, I love all your stuff, but it works for my hair. My silver gray is a nicer texture than my hair. Yeah. That's great, Leah. Gray also breaks easier, so you have to be careful. Yeah. So that's what I did, Kathy. I might try, because I bought a couple purple shampoos, but the purple shampoos you can only use like once a week, or it'll like really change the color. But the one I got is like a silver color. It's really funny. So, but this shampoo is not cheap, but it lasts a long time. And I think, well, gosh, considering what I was paying to color my hair, this is a very cheap, replacement for it. So, but I'll get, I'll go work on my videos. Got my silver, but only after my new hair growth comes in. Since I was 3/4 of my hair, I'm a brunette like you, and I need some help to get there. Cheryl, it would look beautiful. Oh, Karen, good. Karen said, good news. All tests are complete. No chemo necessary. 4 more weeks of radiation, and then we're done. Karen, thank you for sharing that. Congratulations. We've been listening and following your journey. I'm so happy for you. That's really great news. My hair, sans dye, is the color of rodent. I'm not going back. You're funny. Kyle said, salt and pepper can be handsome on a guy, but it's just as beautiful and distinguished on a woman as well. If not more, you earn them. It is funny, Kyle. I think it's, I've said this before. I've gotten more compliments from men. I feel like on my hair, just like, oh my gosh, your hair is beautiful. It's just funny. I don't know. I don't know. I would say I wouldn't expect that. I don't know what I expect. I don't know. I've never had too many guys, say anything about my hair before. Have you been begging me to go back to silver since that's what color my hair was when we met? Mostly framing my face. Cheryl, do it. My husband was salt and pepper, and then poof, no pepper. All salt. So, well, that's awesome. Well, listen, if you've been thinking about it for a while, maybe try. Maybe 2025 is your year and see what you look like. I would say probably in 3 more months, my transformation will be complete. And then I gotta figure out, I don't know, trying to figure out, like, I know Judy and I have talked and like, what colors look good with silver, like trying to find your colors, and I don't know. We'll see. I need someone local to roll mine in a perm. I have everything, and I given many perm. I can't do my own. I'm driving me crazy to pay $150 for something I know how to do. Listen, if you can find an old Italian lady and you have to sit on a pink toilet and you have to sit in a tiny bathroom and all the windows should be shut. That's how they used to do perms. My mom and my grandma would give each other perms. And it was always, you had to be on some type of brightly colored toilet. And you had to have all the windows closed and think you were dying from the noxious fumes. And then, and you would just talk about cannolis or something really Italian. Yeah. True colors look good with silver hair. I don't know what true colors. Is that like a muted? So, yeah, you cannot forget the smell. Perms smell so much better now, do they? That perm juice was brutal. Do they smell different? I can't even imagine them smelling different because it's just perm smell. Already had a blended natural color naturally. When you add the gray sheet down the mush, I wish it would all change. Kim, I bet it's beautiful. I can smell perm smell right now. It's coming back. Victoria said, I've gotten more compliments on my hair since I stopped dyeing it than ever before. What's an apple perm, D? I've never heard of an apple perm. Winter colors, red, black, white, blue. You know what's so funny is I would never wear a lot of white, but if I wear white, my hair is like, boom. I'm going to try to get some more like white shirts. And in the summer, girl, if I get like my dark, like tan with white, I'm like, who am I? You know what I'm talking about? Do you ever see people that just have like such a beautiful, like dark skin and then just white hair? Girl, I got moved to Aruba. Perm smell like green apple. Yeah, Colleen, it was never the case before. I would never wear white. Yeah. But I had worn white just recently and someday, and I was like, oh, this is interesting how it kind of picks it up, you know? I haven't worn any like silver, but anytime I think, oh, I'll wear more silver, I just think silver lame. And I'm like, where would I go? Like, I don't know. But you know, I'm going to find myself a silver lame and be like, guys, where are we going? I'm going to hit the Wawa later. You need to have your colors done on the morning show. What does that mean? Who does your colors? In high school, I wanted to be a mechanic. My mother insisted I take cosmetology so she can get her hair done at home. Renee said, I can't wear white because I'm a slob. Well, there's that. I love white, but I'd probably avoid eating all day. Well, that's the problem. Yeah. Hold on. Can we go back to Lorene? Lorene, perm juice. It snowed in Alabama. Is that weird, Justin, to have it snow in Alabama? I guess it is, right? You don't hear a lot of songs about the snow-capped mountains of Alabama. So, did I have white on New Year's? Might have. I'm trying to get like more black and more white into. I'd really just need shirt, like a long sleeve shirt. Yeah, that is. That's funny. No mountains. Yeah. And just so you know, for some reason, since moving here and kind of working around the house, when I'm in my mode, when you're like working, tomorrow or Monday, remind me I want to hear what music people listen to. They're like, I'm going to get crap done today music. Just remind me. I know we're late today, but just remind me to talk about it because it's really funny what I'm listening to, making everybody crazy. But it's like my go-to. So anyway. All right, everybody. Well, listen, it's Saturday, y'all. It's a great thing. I gotta go spend a lot of money on electric that won't matter. But that's it for me today. I hope you have a great weekend. I got a wedding to go to tomorrow. I got to find the clothes to go to that wedding. But it should be great. Everybody's going to have a great time. You're going to have a great time. You're going to do something fun this weekend. And then we'll start up again on Monday and see what everybody's been up to. So thanks for watching. Like Judy from Saskatoon, Good Time Andrews say, do something nice for yourself or others. Thanks for watching. As always, have a great weekend and a blessed weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.